Shadowcoast here. We are playing BattleTech Iron Man Impossible mode. And finally, it is that time. We are taking on the next priority mission. Priority mission Served Cold. Travel to Smithen's moon to destroy an armed smuggler's dropship for Lord Corrosis. Lord Corrosis really talked up how dangerous this ship's security detail is. I'd suggest approaching this job with an abundance of caution, Commander. We do have two heavy mechs. We have our Orion. We have our quick draw. Shadowcoast is out of action temporarily. Now, after this mission, I think we will be springing for a bigger upgrade to the Argo. Either getting the third pod or a mech bay. We will have to see what makes the most sense. I really use, a consistent 4 or 5 mechs that I like on rotation. It's nice that you can keep, one or two just sitting there and back up with that first mech base spot. I know this took a long time, guys. I was really adamant about having two heavy mechs. I personally love this game, so running side missions to me is exciting. Playing Iron Man Impossible mode, getting 8 pieces of salvage, it is just a pain in the butt. So if you guys are inspired or playing your own games, please post, let me know. Your own Iron Man or hard mode, impossible mode campaign. Here we have maxed out all the settings to the hardest. Uh, Real quick here, letters from home. So I really like these new updated and varied kind of scenarios that can impact your units. Letters from home. Thanks to the modern day miracle of the hyperpulse generator, it's mail day aboard the Argo. Crew members filter into and out of the communications room to receive messages from home. Later that evening, there's a knock on the door of your personal quarters. Upon opening the door, Behemoth slips inside and hands you a datapad. Commander, I'd already read half of this message before I realized it wasn't mine. It's addressed to Medusa from a long distance lover back home. It's a breakup letter. A torn expression increases Behemoth's faith. I just don't know what to do. He would be devastated. Do I pass the letter to him, or do I keep it to myself? Praise her for considering Medusa's morale. Oh, low spirits. I think that one of them would have low spirits. But Hema considers for a moment, then reluctantly nods and leaves your quarters. Later that week, you run into Medusa in the mess. He seems far too relaxed to be struggling with a broken heart. At a table nearby, Behemoth catches your eye. By the circles under her eyes, looks like she followed your advice to withhold Medusa's letter into cutting into her sleep. That's not great. We're going to use both of them. They both play an integral role. So before we jump in here, guys, we're going to check out this door. AC2 plus, stability damage, crit, stability damage, plus PPC plus 5 damage. I like accuracy. We need to hit. I also have, so we get a Kickstarter backer. I don't know if we can get Ronin. So as you guys, oops, not what I want to do. Settings, gameplay difficulty here. So they did add the skip prologue, which we did not have when we started this journey, which would have been great. So we would have skipped it if we could. But you can see here, Iron Man mode, parts for assembly 8, unequipped mechs. So basically when we build mechs, they don't have anything equipped. You can see here, we've selected all the hardest stuff. That's what makes this Iron Man Impossible mode. I'm showing this for new viewers who might not have been following us through the series. Here we go. This is a spoiler alert. If you are watching this and you do not want the priority missions to be spoiled, please stop watching. Priority mission, serve cold. In orbit, first moon. Cameo Arano, Lady Arano, as you heard, House Corrosis has suffered greatly at the hands of the Directorate. We can't change that, but we can show Lord Corrosis that we're still his allies, that our word can be trusted. We need his help with our data archive, yes, but that isn't why I agreed to this mission. If we are to prevail against the Directorate, I must unite the founding houses under the Restoration's banner. Without their support, we'll have no way of replacing our losses. Understood, Lady Arano, Oliviera. Let's get into the specifics of the job he's given us. I seem to remember something about a dropship. She's called Newgrange. She's a transport vessel ostensibly civilian, named for an old line of yard ships. Here you can see here for yard ships. I do try to hover over these things so you guys can read them, but I don't read them out loud, so that'll take forever. The Newgrange has been certified for commercial flight in the Directorate, the Compelling Confederation, and the Tarian Concordant. In all other ways, she's completely unremarkable. At least that's what her official paperwork says. I gather that Lord Corrosis disagrees with the official paperwork. That's right, he claims that the Newgrange is running weapons into the Regan Reach to supply the Directorate's war effort. Her crew has been using an old commercial port in Anvelt to fuel up between trips. Ships like this one could help explain the Directorate's unexpected strength of arms. It's in our interest to destroy it. According to the intel we've been given, the Newgrange is carrying more armor than any Union-class dropship has any right to. Attacking her directly will be a waste of time. Thankfully, Lord Madeira has found an alternative approach. The Anvil fuel station was designed for civilian use. It isn't a hardened target, and its components can't withstand a sustained attack. If we go in while the Newgrange is refueling and blow the station's primary fuel reservoir, her armor won't count for much. The resulting explosion will smash her like an egg. You're sure that Lord Corrosis is telling the truth? It'd be a disaster if we took out a civilian dropship. From my own study of the Newgrange and the situation in Anvil, I am convinced that Lord Corrosis is telling the truth. There's something deeply suspicious about this ship. She isn't the commercial transport she pretends to be. So the Newgrange may not be what she says she is, but that doesn't make her necessarily worthy of destruction. Let's push back a little bit here, guys. We want to make sure that we're blowing up the right thing. I'm no more eager for unnecessary bloodshed than you are, Shadowcoast. I hope that you know me well enough to recognize that. If we can raise a Newgrange on comms, I will offer her captain a chance to surrender. I'd rather take prisoners than fill graves. The Reach has too much death already. It sounds like a workable plan. Let's move forward. Okay, so we're going to give him a chance to surrender. I'm good with that. Yang. Hang on a second, boss. If this job were as easy as blowing up a fuel tank, Corrosis would have done it himself already. So what's the catch? I mean, why send us after such an easy target? Lord Corrosis sent the last remnants of his personal guard after the Newgrange 2 weeks ago, a lance of hardened mech warriors. They were summarily destroyed, a complete loss. There were no survivors. Yeah, sounds like an unusually heavy security detail for a smuggling operation. It's bizarre, I agree, but we have only Lord Corrosis' word to go on, and he didn't personally witness what happened. We should approach this drop with abundance of caution. Bring the strongest lance you can field, and that's why we took forever to farm out a second heavy. And keep your eyes open when you're on the moon's surface. And I'd recommend bringing a heat-efficient lance if possible. Anvil's atmosphere and climate will quickly overwhelm your heat sinks if you're not careful. Alright. Let's go. Anvil at high temperature. I'll keep my lance prepared. That would be wise. Good hunting, Shadowcoast. I will be with you on comms. Here we go. Here we go. I want to think this through. I'm going to swap Decker out for Glitch, because we might need to stand and take. Now, even though I upgraded the Quick Draw's armor a little bit, the Shadowhawk is still armor-wise stronger, but structurally the Quick Draw is a little better. We are bringing in a low-spirited Behemoth. I'm wondering if I should have swapped her out with Decker. In retrospect, I really think I should have. Already making errors, guys. We haven't even launched the mission. 3 objectives: engage and destroy the Newgrange, destroy the ship's security team. The Newgrange must not escape. So it'll be time. A timed component mission. Max pay 2 million, 3 out of 14 salvage. Lord Corrosis challenged my authority, and he has a right to do so. His daughter died in my name. We're going to do what we can to earn his help and support. That means destroying the Newgrange, a smuggling ship that has been running weapons to the Directorate. I'll be your voice on the comms for this drop, Shadowcoast. Let's get this done. Keep your eyes open for the new Grange security detail and be ready for a fight when it arrives. I'll be rooting for you from here. Thank you, Olivia. I think this Oliviera. Safe on the dropship. There's a lot of activity on the ground, Commander. Looks like the new Grange is being prepped for launch. You're gonna have a tight timetable to get in there and blow station's fuel reservoir before it lifts off. Having some trouble reading. I'm seeing turn emplacements and light battle mech activity on the ground, but it appears that the security detail we were warned about is off-site for now. Sumire will be monitoring her sensors for any sign of incoming dropships. She's got that right, Commander. If I see anything, you'll be the first to know, and I'd advise you to be wary of this secondary landing pad up here on the ridge. If I were dropping a defensive lance, that's where I'd do it. So probably going to get some enemies over there. Alright, so as you guys know, I've played this game a bunch, so I do know what's going to happen. So, fueling pump station, turret generator. Yeah, I'm really regretting not swapping out Behemoth for... Ooh, do we already have contacts? Looks like they have a turret up there. Oh, that's because the generator is there. How much... Oop. A reserve down. So if we jump there, we get a little more. $100. Ooh. Boom. Boom? Maybe? Yeah, boom. There we go. Some turrets off the table. Ooh. Okay. Gonna reserve now. What I want to do is wipe out their... I screwed up, guys. I should have... picked Shadowcoast to sensor lock him. Medusa's moving in. Fair amount of damage on that commando. Whoa. Okay. Where's that other turret generator? Ah, keep doing that. So he's gonna be... Alright, Panther over there. How do we want to handle this? Nope. Moving Shadow Coast back. I do want to take this guy out because he's going to be easier. Alright, and a 55 tonner. Alright, so Medusa is going to go early. Or earlier. gonna So we're gonna try to take these 3 units out before we blow the blow the fuel station. So we have 10 rounds. So at 3 rounds, we're gonna want to scoot over there, take it out. So another one. Ooh. Nice. Gonna move them here. Create some evasion. I think he's gonna move towards us. So he does. He's gonna shoot probably the Orion, which is what we wanted him to. Ooh, that was a solid connection. Um, want to stay up here. I think we can. Wolverine. So note these are all shoddy armor. We know there's going to be backups, so I'm trying to... How do we want to divide this? Unsteady. And we're just taking off some evasion pips. Keeping our high ground stance. Behemoth's going to just stay entrenched. Alright, so what I actually rather do here, you're a little more mobile with the quick draw. You need 2 to hit the center, which, nice. We basically blew up all his body parts, which is fine. Ooh, this one could be a little questionable. That move is extremely questionable. But we did get a good hit on the Wolverine. Now, we don't really need any of this stuff, so we're going to blow through it. I think the reinforcements are a little heavier. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. And then these guys are going to get a go. But we're going to see if we can take out the Wolverine. Before he can do a lot of damage. So he's unsteady. Alright, so he's running up the path. He's hoping to knock off some weaponry. So again, at 3 rounds, we have to make a beeline for... Ooh, alright, so we'll kind of run glitch down. Seeing if we can get enough to knock him down, which we don't. Shadowhawk's gonna come up here and take a shot at Behemoth. We could not Vigilance because she's low spirited, so it takes more resolve to do anything. Gonna spring you down, burn off some heat. Uh, well, that ain't. I don't know if that'll incapacitate him. Nope. Alright, so I don't. Alright, good. They did. So we're gonna reserve down and let the Shadowhawk go, and you'll see why. Ooh. So now what we're gonna do, bring Glitch over here, and you're going to... Oh, we have full resolve. What am I doing, guys? Should be leveraging that, which we will. Alright, we want to start watching our quantity count here. Alright, so we took him out. Alright, that is not the best use of our resolve. We're running hot, but we're going to jump you down here. We're only going to use this stuff. Injured. Good. Alright. Took out a fair amount of armor. Alright, so we're moving them down. We're going to take out that generator. Uh, I thought that might take him out, but so we're gonna move up, take out the... No, you do way more damage by firing your lasers. Let's take off a 70. We probably should have run in front, leg destroyed. Pilot incapacitated. Ah, just out of range. Alright, so they're coming in. We're gonna take out this generator. Waste the missiles, but necessary. Now, 3 turns are going to. We just don't want them shooting into our back. What? Oh, what? Victoria Espinosa, what? Shadowcoast, I remember you well. The late Roger Montgomery held you in such high esteem. And now I find you here serving my exiled cousin. Where is she hiding, I wonder? Victoria, if I'd known that we'd find you here, I'd taken the field myself. A pity you didn't. We could have ended this war here and now. I suppose I'll have that to content myself with your prize mercenaries. Watch as I tear them to shreds. Alright. So 250, so we're gonna need some. This is the captain of the Newgrange. Hold your fire, damn it. We are a civilian transport, not a military dropship. I know what you are. Power down your engines and surrender, or your ship will be destroyed. I can't do that. I repeat, hold your fire. We are unarmed people on this. There are unarmed people on this vessel. We've got a hold full of passengers, and you'll be murdering them if you destroy that tank. I already know what your ship is carrying, and it isn't civilians, Captain. I'm giving you one last chance to surrender. If you refuse, what happens next will be on your head, not mine. Listen to reason and power down now. They've cut the comm feed, Lady Arano. I'm picking up increased activity in my sensors. They're making a run for it. And they left us no choice. We're blowing the fuel reservoir. Uh, I'm kind of putting Shadowcoast out here. Let's I guess we'll take it out. Ooh, actually we had 2 turns left. Um, should have just used a quick draw. I'm dumb. Kaboom. Yee. Well, Newgrange got destroyed. Alright, let's see. Keep you in cover. Let's see what they're packing. 35-ton mech. So we're gonna take out the Firestarter 65. I thought they were gonna have like a 75, like an assault. I can't. It's been a while. So I played through this a long time ago. It's been. It has been a while. So we're gonna move back here. We're gonna play the sensor locking game. Centurion. They're all kind of shoddy armored. I thought they'd be full, especially like Espinosa's detail. I am a little surprised. We're going to use this. We do have Whirlwind. Reduces movement and spotting distance, but they provide cover, so we can't attack as far. Don't worry, I have not forgot about our resolve. But you'll see how we want to use it. Shoot. That was a bad spot. I thought he'd be... this rock would block us, but it clearly doesn't. Alright, so Medusa... Jump here. Where... What do they have? Just going for the center. Off an arm. We're in a hot biome, so we're gonna... Ooh. So this is gonna be costly because we're low morale, but very hot. I have a dragon, so I am going to divide. I think the Centurion is gonna move before our Shadowhawk. Well, let's see. Yeah. It's coming down. Uh-oh. I don't like critical hits. So... try to remove some evasion from each of us. Jerk. But we will pay you back, bud. We're just going to try to core him. So we're going to check down since we have evasion there. Alright, so they are going for the quick draw. Gonna be a hot move. Vigilancing. Yeah, we know. So K2 catapult, we were gonna try to salvage that. Look at all those evasion pips. Ooh, ignores guarded. Alright, so... you know what? Screw it. We're just gonna try to blow him up. And so again, we're gonna try to take out the dragon, and then we're gonna try to pick apart the and then pick apart the K2 and see if we can get 3 salvage on it very carefully. 3 lasers going. It is a hot biome. Let's use guarded. Alright, so the K2 is getting close. Ow. Whoa. That hurt. That really hurt, guys. Alright, so let's... Alright, so we can take off some of the... Ah, didn't knock that arm off. Ooh, bad spread. Alright, so he's gonna move. Ow. Alright, we're getting Medusa the heck out of here. Full on salvo. Moving here. Alright, so we've taken a lot of the weapons out. Ow. Jesus. Nope. Left arm. Can be able to use like 1 laser. Oh, 2 lasers. So we're protecting our quick draw. Left leg destroyed. Knockdown. trying to take the dragon out, and then we're going to try to salvage the K2. I would be scared, Victoria. 4v1. Oh boy. Ow. We're sprinting over here. I don't think she can hit us. Yeah, stay there and guarded so we can... Nice. One injury. So we have one. We're just going to try to incapacitate her. Knockdown. Now we have resolve, so we'll be using that. We're just trying to angle it before we have to use it. Yeah, you just stay over here, bud. You're so close to getting cord. Alright, so where are you going? Ow. Oh, machine guns on there too. Hot diggity. Hot diggity dog. Going for the legs. Alright, so we got one leg. Knocked her down. Another injury. Not what I wanted. So we're gonna vigilance you. Because this is terrifying. 23. Let's see if you can get it. Boom. Nice! Incapacitated. That's how we do it, guys. Mission successful, Commander. Nicely done. Dr. Murad, does Yargo have an empty storeroom that could serve as a makeshift brig? I'm sure that something could be arranged, Lady Arano. Then arrange it and get a lock on Lady Espinosa's ejection pod. She's coming with us. We just took her as our prisoner. All the crimes she's committed. Excellent work, Commander. I was right to put my faith in you. You're a critical part of the restoration effort. Alright, so our quick draw took some severe damage. 21 out of 100 for our CT. If we get CT'd, our pilot dies for good, the mech dies for good, and we have to rebuild it. I think we keep one piece of it. So we are so far away from AK2, but we're now 3 pieces closer at least. So we're halfway there. Excuse me. Ah, we almost have a Wolverine. Let's see what she has to say for herself. Hopefully she sort of shows some remorse and we might show some mercy. Family reunion in orbit over Anvil. Victoria, I've been waiting 3 years for this. Are you enjoying your cell? I had it assembled just for you. Gloat all you like, cousin. Your victory will be short lived. Your pathetic little army may have carried you this far, but if you think you can challenge the core systems, you're sadly mistaken. Our glorious army will grind your restoration to a bloody pulp. Save me the lecture and tell me what you were doing on Anvelt. Your father rules the directorate. You should be in a tower somewhere, not on a dusty little moon guarding a smuggling ship. Smuggling ship? Is that what Croesus thought the Newgrange was? Is that what he told you? Oh, you poor dear fool. I would tell you what you've just done, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. You'll find out for yourself soon enough. If Croesus deliberately misled us about this, I'll have his head. Worry about it later, Shadowcoast. For now, would have words with my cousin. Victoria, I loved you like a sister, and you betrayed me. Your father held a knife to my back, and you helped him push it in. I need to understand why. If you'd ever really listened to him, you'd already know. He'd try to teach you, cousin, to set you on the path to strength and prosperity. But you spat on his efforts and forced his hand, and mine along with it. Forced your hand? Mastiff is dead because of you, our mentor. The man who taught you to pilot a mech. You put him in a camp and left him to rot. Thousands of Aurigan dead lie piled at your feet. The price of strength in our nation's future. For the glory of the Reach, I'd pay it 100 times over. You seem to be confusing wanton cruelty for strength. They aren't the same thing. The destruction of your land should have taught you that. Little Lord Madeira is still my cousin's favorite pet, I see. I wonder if that pretty jaw of yours is as fragile as it looks. One of these days, we'll have to find out. If you were a real mech warrior, you'd be picking a fight with me, not him. Don't you worry, Shadowcoast. I'll take my revenge on you soon enough. Our teacher's death will look mild by comparison. You won't get the opportunity. I'm going to keep you caged until this war is over, Victoria. You'll watch from the sidelines as I dismantle your father's empire and reclaim my frightful throne. When the war is over, you'll stand before a jury for your crimes against the Regan people. I'd imagine it'll be a short trial. That's supposed to scare me, Kamea? It doesn't. Do you think my father hasn't planned for this? Did you think that you were winning? My capture means nothing. The jaws of our trap are already closing around your neck. You're just too blind to see it. You may be blind, but that didn't stop us from kicking your ass up and down the canyons of Anvelt. You mock me at your own peril. My father bends everyone to his will, and the periphery nations, the successor states, everyone. You don't know what I've done for our people. The sacrifices I had to make. You understand nothing, and you never will. You've already lost this war, cousin. You'll die screaming, and your restoration will die with you. I've heard enough. Mr. Oliveira cut off her comm. What do you want us to do with her, Lady Arano? The Argo is in a prison. She can't stay here. No, she can't. Lord Croesus lost a daughter to the Directorate, and we weren't there to help him. I can't undo that wrong, but I can give him justice. We will transfer Lady Victoria into his custody to be held until I say otherwise. Your call, Lady Arano. We'll set a course for Smithin when we're ready. Conversation's over, people. Let's get back to work. Mending fences in orbit. Anvil. Simon Croesus. Lady Arano, my staff has taken Lady Espinosa into custody. She's being escorted to her cell as we speak. A kinder fate than she deserves, perhaps, but I will adhere to the terms of our arrangement. While she remains in my custody, she will not be harmed. You're an honorable man, Lord Croesus. One day I hope to earn your support. You already have it. What you've done today feels like justice, Lady Arano. of a kind I never thought I'd live to see. I owe you a debt of thanks as well, Commander Coast. You did a yeoman's job on the New Grange. She will never darken our skies again. So let's push back. Lady Victoria claims you were wrong. Of course she does. She's a liar and a betrayer. She can't be trusted. Believe me, Lord, I get that. I understand betrayal better than most. That said, even if Lady Victoria was telling the truth, would it really change anything? Whatever the ship's provenance, the New Grange was important enough to that Director Espinosa had his own daughter standing sentry over her refueling site. You set the New Grange to hell and deprived Espinosa of something he deemed valuable. I count that as a win, Commander Coast. If I were you, I'd make sure to keep an armed guard outside Victoria's cell at all times. She's dangerous even in captivity. Don't worry, Commander. I know who I'm dealing with, and the appropriate precautions have been taken. Lady Victoria will be quite secure until Lady Orano is ready. Yes, of course. Let's discuss your recompense. Your chief engineer tells me she's found a hidden data archive on your ship, and that you need my help to open it. It sounds to be quite the mystery. More than a mystery to me, Lord Croesus. My father believed that the Argo held something of great value, but he died before he could see it. I need to know what's on that drive, and you're the only one in the Reach who can open it for me. Better, perhaps, that I give you the means to open it yourself. I will have the device sent to your ship, an electronic code breaker of advanced design. Given enough time, it'll chew through any encryption, even yours. With respect, I'm surprised that you own such a device. An intelligence agency like the Lyran Intelligence Corps, perhaps, but not a periphery lord. I felt the same way when High Lord Tamati brought it to me, all those many years ago. He told me that the device had been found in the possession of a Comstar person who had died in Regan's space. What she was doing with it, I will never know. What I do know is that your father would want you to have this, Kamea. He'd be quite proud of the leader you've become. Thank you, Lord Croesus, Simon. It means more to me than I can say. Speaking of proud fathers, do you have any news to share about your son? Has his condition improved since we last spoke? Somewhat, my lady. Otto's road to recovery will be long and difficult. The Directorate did something to his mind on Weldry. I still don't have a clear picture of what, but the damage is both physical and mental. In truth, I fear that my boy has been damaged irreparably, and that Otto I knew is gone. But I cling to the hope that someday the son that I remember will return to me. He will, Simon. I know it. Otto is young and strong, and House Gross is nothing if not resilient. I'm afraid that I must take leave of you now. I have forces to marshal and plans to make, but please keep me apprised of Otto's condition. I will, my lady. Farewell to you, and know that you have earned the support of House Croesus. What you've done today doesn't erase the past, but perhaps you can still write the course of our people's future. For my part, I am willing to try. Thank you, Lord Croesus, and welcome to the Restoration. Together we will fix what my uncle has broken. I swear it. Hey, Commander, I put the code-breaking device that we got from Lord Croesus to work on our mysterious archive. Now I'm watching the progress bar climb really slowly. I'll give you a heads up when it's finished. Alright, Wolverines are flexible. Oh, we have a Wolverine now. So, let me see. 55. Varied armament. You can take the place of the Vindicator. Do we repair all? Confirm. Alright, Mr. Wolverine. What do we got? Some ballistics. So let's start with ballistics. So we have an AC-5. So we should have some AC-5 ammo. Energy hardpoints 1. So let's put a meat in the head. That's weird. If I don't do say so myself. That's very, very weird. Alright. Hmm. Maybe EC20. EC20 ammo. Seems to think that it's small. 50, 60. Alright, so maybe only 4. So let's enhance your core. Enhance that arm to 85. Maybe we go there. Why the hell not? We might jump it there and just blow it. Blow someone up. That'll be an interesting setup. We're just having fun, guys. Alright, thanks for watching. This was Serve Cold Priority Mission. We made it through. Catch us in the next episode. Appreciate the support. Please post, and we will continue our playthrough. The last thing I'll show everybody before the next one, we are working on getting 2 more heavies. So when we look at our heavies, we need 3 more pieces for a grasshopper, 4 for a C1, 4 for a K2, 4 for a dragon, 2 for a 4G quick draw. Not a big fan of the quick draws. I do really like grasshoppers. They're an enhanced version of our quick draw. Better armor, better heat management. They jump in, can laser and or melee to devastating effect. Thanks for watching. Catch us in the next episode. See you later.